A lot of women think, when a man compliments them, that he is hitting on them. How often is this not true? I would like to compliment a lot of women without it seeming like I'm hitting on her. I haven't hit on a woman for at least 3 years, and I still give compliments. I don't know. Bigger guy, bald, thick beard. Women just assume I'm out for them whenever I approach them. I'm the opposite of you and it still happens to me. Depends on the type of compliment. Depends on context. There is no more often than not. What type of compliment do you find yourself extending the most? I'd go for generic non-sexual compliment for just friends. I'd work sexual tension in a compliment if I were to want to hit on someone. That's the strategy. I've never counted which type I extend the most though. Give some examples. Hey Tamara, did you get a new haircut? It looks good. Compared to hey Tamara, you have the most beautiful eyes, and you smell so good mmm. Today this morning I went to put gas before heading out to work. I was wearing my normal work clothes, high-vis shirt and brown pants, also work boots. I sprayed myself with some Bath and Body Works cologne and the cashier said I smell amazing. Was she hitting on me, or is that just a normal compliment? Lol, honestly sometimes people throw compliments with no intentions. I agree. I said in a comment above. I rarely ever assume I'm being hit on when I receive a compliment, unless it's unmistakably obvious. Also I too will compliment a good smell on a man without hitting on him. I don't compliment women. Don't want them to feel uncomfortable. I just say hey or hello, and keep on moving. I don't even say hello anymore. Same. Not ever saying anything to them unless approached first. Pretty much. I'm not attractive and supposedly look unapproachable, and even a hey, how are you seems to disgust or offended people, so I just stfoo and keep my head down. People don't seem to value compliments or anything really from the undesirables anyways. Keep everything work related, at a distance, and never one-on-one. I've complimented extremely fashionable women on their clothes/outfits. It wasn't flirting, and I never said anything about the way their clothes made them or their bodies look. I just like stuff that looks nice. I DK about other people. I only compliment women I know and trust to not misinterpret my intentions or the compliment. I'm not complimenting randoms or easily offended women. I compliment men with free and reckless abandon. Better safe than sorry I guess these days. True, and it's annoying because I love to compliment people. If a woman is nice or pretty I may compliment her. It wouldn't be to hit on her. However I can't rule that out later on. That's fair. To be honest. And I don't mean this in any sort of offensive way. Your question stems from the overall muddiness of dating nowadays. IMHO. Guys need to be more confident in their actions and intentions in general, and, most importantly, take rejections of that gracefully. It's a good way to live a naturally more authentic life. So I say guys should compliment away. And be clear if they are hitting on someone/find them attractive in some way. Edit, guys. As much as modern society would keep you from believing it, there's nothing wrong with initiating a romantic pursuit. Just be real about it. That way, they are clear about their intentions. And if she's not interested, she can reject them, and both can move on with life. I know there are accounts of guys who get super shitty and salty about rejection. But I think this is not nearly as ubiquitous as the social thought space would have us believe. We tend to remember negative experiences much better than neutral or positive ones, and be a failure on society's part to teach men that it's okay to fail, it's okay to get rejected, and it's okay to move on. I think we can collectively work together to make the dating game less muddy than it is right now, and it starts with authenticity. I want to go ask the same question in r/ask women, as in posting the exact same question there, or swapping the women and men. 2. Swapping them out. It'll probably get removed for trying to start an argument or something. I can't post anyway. My account is but an infant. Probably far less than they wish to believe. I compliment women that I'm not interested in often. So do I. I pretty much never hit on people unless they initiate. But I'll compliment often. Even just oh hey, that jacket looks good. It depends on what is said. Hey Susan, That's a really cute dress is perfectly fine, and not hitting on her. Hey Susan, that dress makes your tits look amazing is very bad. Those jeans you're wearing, they were totally made for your A. It would depend on the context, I guess. I told random women that they have nice/cool hair and just went on with my day, like say on a pharmacy or even on the street. I guess it would seem like I'm hitting on them if I try and continue the conversation. But for the most part, one legit just walk away to keep doing whatever it is that I'm doing. So, D. No, if I compliment you, it's usually genuine. For instance, a coworker showed me a pic of her quilt the other day. She is a very talented quilter, so I absolutely complimented her on it. There's a difference there. That's a skill compliment versus appearance compliment. I've complimented lots of women completely platonically on their outfit if they wear something stylish. I'm a chick. I don't know someone's hitting on me until we have been dating for like 6 months. I love it. There have been times where I think to myself, is this guy just screwing with me? OMG, same. I told a guy that I liked him recently after a similar type of situation. He says back quote, "I had no idea. Are you kidding me, dude? What are these date-like activities we've been doing?" Did you compliment him? Did you ever initiate physical contact? Did you tell him that you wanted to fuck? Because we give men S for not picking up on hints. But damn, are some women bad at showing that there's something other than friendship going on? Probably true most of the time. Are you in a bar? If not, then it probably isn't true. I think it's about how you do it. I could never compliment a woman for most of my life, but now I can. The difference is I'm not riddled with social anxiety anymore. I think a lot of guys compliment women are socially unaware that they're like being weird about it. There is something missing. I was like that, except I kept entirely to myself, so as not to project that weird energy onto women. But a lot of guys do it, and I feel like I understand them. There's just something about it. I can't put my finger on it. Usually on Reddit I see this kind of thing displayed as the guy is a creep or just socially awkward. But being socially awkward is like a mental disability. That's how I would put it. Having lived it, I really can't describe what it's like to be that kind of guy who, if he gave a woman a compliment, she would feel creepy vibes. But see, that's why I never did it, because I knew that my socially awkward self was seen as creepy by women. So I made sure to never interact with women whatsoever and avoid them like the plague. I was living in a literal hell. I couldn't be around women at all. My fear of making women feel creeped out by me was so intense I could not handle it. I was absolutely terrified to ever make a woman feel uncomfortable, and so it has paralyzed me my entire life. These days I'm doing better and have worked on social skills for more than 15 years and have gotten much more comfortable around women, especially in the past few years. I feel like it's impossible to describe the journey I've been through. I had no friends growing up. I was bullied my whole life. I was fucked up top to bottom. I feel like I was absolutely crazy, and I've been working hard on social skills and suddenly I've become almost normal. And now I look back, and I look at other guys who struggle with women. It's hell. I don't know why. I feel like it's worth it to go through the struggle. I don't know what was wrong with me, or what's wrong with so many men, that we struggle so much with women. I just don't know. IDK to me. If a girl calls me hot, it's alright. If a guy calls my hair good, I will keep that compliment till death. Went out to play yesterday. A male friend of mine told me that my hair looks good when I'm running. I made a joke about running around women to impress them, but that compliment made my day. Most men are pretty forward and don't beat around the bush or play mind games. If they are interested in you, they say they want to go on a date or hook up. Most guys are just being friendly. I never give out compliments that are sexual or edgy in nature. That's now how I roll. With that said, if it's like a friend or someone I'm not interested in, I'll compliment away and not give one thought to how she might think I'm hitting on her. I'm not interested, and I don't care a lot if it was someone I'm interested in. I probably would be a little more careful. Yeah, basically same here. Happy to throw out real, meaningful compliments to friends who know I don't have any intentions Usually I'm more reserved if I'm interested. The younger the guys, the more he compliments women when he's not hitting on them. As he gains experience, he realizes it's usually going to be perceived as hitting on her, so he stops compliment, except when he's actually hitting on her. I know women put a lot of effort into their appearance. When a compliment is deserved, I like to give it. I try to be specific, like, that I'm cute looks terrific, you're killing it, or some such. I move it along shortly afterward, so there's no follow-up. I think it's appreciated most of the time. And I don't think I've ever been mistaken for expressing romantic interest. If a woman thinks a man is hitting on them, they're likely right. Or at least the man thought she was attractive. I've been hit on by men this way before, and it is absolutely the highest form of compliment. I can understand that others may feel differently, and I recognize that the world is a much scarier place for women in general. If a woman thinks a man is hitting on them, they're likely right. What rubbish. Women think men are hitting on them far more often than they actually are. It's kind of like a self-fulfilling prophecy. Probably the wrong phrase, but you get what I mean, right? We don't compliment women anymore because they just assume we are hitting on them. I'm not looking to go to jail for sexual harassment just because I thought a girl's dress was pretty, so I just don't say anything. So because of that, now when a man compliments a woman, it usually is to hit on her, because we've been conditioned not to give innocent compliments. When put this was, it's depressing. Way. That's how it is. Men gotta keep their mouth shut. And then women ask, why are men so emotionally unavailable? Yep. It depends on how well she shows him. If she doesn't, then chances are high she will take that as hitting on them. She may not even think that it is a sincere compliment. What happens after the compliment generally gives an indication as to intent. I have complimented a woman on her eyes and then went back to business discussing work. I have commented on fingernails and shoes all the time. What matters is not what other people think of you or what you are doing. But as long as you know you aren't being a creep, that's all that matters. Yes, how you carry yourself plays a major part in how you are received. 100% of the time it's not my wife. It's not true. Good deal. I've always wondered about this. Question. If a guy asks, are these your real eyes? I wear colored contacts, followed by they look nice. Is that flirting or genuine curiosity? Seems to me like genuine curiosity. Usually when I compliment someone, regardless of who they are, I generally am just being nice, not flirting. I don't give compliments, but I do say positive things about people that may be taken that way. When I say something positive where the person I'm talking to is the subject of the sentence, e.g., you're a very caring person, it's almost always an affirmation of a belief they've already expressed about themselves. I'm not saying anything of my own, just reflecting their own positive ideas about themselves back at them. When I'm saying something of my own, I differentiate it by making it clear it's my opinion. E.g., I think you are, I experience you as, or in my opinion. When I do that, I'm not paying a compliment. I'm trying to make myself understood, and I believe that, in order to understand my perspective, it is essential to understand that I perceive that positive trait about them, or hold that positive opinion. Neither of those are flirting for me.